Hello, everyone. I know I didn't do a tuned uh uh Monday Fun Day yesterday. I am very sorry about this. It's just been a long weekend combined with a long Monday, and I just yeah. I just broke my nail. Apparently. Anyways, uh Tuned Tuesdays. I don't know. I've been kind of off my rocker a little bit lately. Um Last week I didn't do my Classical Thursday ending finale with Bach, and I'm very sorry, everybody. I will make that up to you this week for sure. Uh, Let me grab a drink of my non-generic soda here. Uh, Today, I'd like to talk about what I have been listening to lately. Now, I have Pandora Radio on my phone. And lately I have been stuck on one band's channel. Like, I made a radio station for one band, and I have been basically glued to that fixation of that band. I have been listening to a lot of like Seether and similar to Seether. Now, I used to listen to this when I was middle school, high school, and probably up until my 18th year. And now this is all background music to my heavy metal stage. Now, mind you, metal has always been up here in the front of my brain. Seether's always been back here in bands similar to Seether, and then you got your Stone Temple Pilots in there, and bands that are similar to Stone Temple Pilots, and then there's this. Basically, the remainder sits back here in the back of my brain. And very rarely you have a section that'll come up to the front of my head and it'll space out my metal to the sides. So I don't think about metal as much, and I kind of direct my flow into something else. Now, I am a true metalhead. I listen to metal. That's basically what I listen to 95% of the time, 99% of the time. There's that 0.1% because it's 99.999999999%. There's 0.0000001% that I actually listen to something else. Now, being a metalhead as I am, and a true metalhead to the T, is very rare when something else comes into my eyesight or pushes my metal to the side. So all I think about is that kind of music. And lately I've been thinking maybe I should direct my views a little away from the metal and more towards like a little heavier rock, maybe hard rock, maybe even alternative rock, or even smaller than that, go into rock and roll. Now, this is something I've been thinking about very drastically lately. Very drastically. And it is something that is right here. It's right behind the metal. Because the metal takes up this portion, right in the front of my brain. And right behind it, on both sides, all the way through, behind the metal, is this little feeling that everyone wants a metal band. Everybody wants to hear more new metal. And it's very popular right now with a lot of people my age, a lot of men my age. And what you don't see a lot of are new, but based like 90s rock alternative. Not the new alternative rock. That's indie rock to me. That is not alternative rock and roll. Oh, we're a bunch of hair swiping weird motherfuckers. Our hair sticks on our face like this, and we play acoustics with our band. No, no, that is not what alternative rock and roll is about. I'm talking like 90s styled. Like 311, Our Lady Peace, Green Wheel, Sponge, Cake. Yeah, bands like those. Now, if you're all sitting over there on the other side of the screen thinking, how does he know about these bands? I listened to these bands for the longest time. Now, mind you, back up in Michigan, there is a city that was very well known for putting out very good 90s alternative rock and roll styled music up into the mid 2000s, like 2005, 2006, 2007. They were putting out that 90s style rock and roll, alternative rock and roll, all the way up into that time period. And I lived near that city. I got the radio station that pumped those jams out to me and laced my brain with that. And it flows through my brain underneath the metal. The metal covers it, but it's still there. And it makes me think about it sometimes. Sometimes it just, no, get the fuck off, metal. Here we are, remember us? Yeah, you used to listen to us. And I go back to time, go back in time, and I listen to that style of music. I listen to that music. I listen to those bands. I listen to the bands that I used to listen to, all for about maybe 6 months. I'll be stuck in that point in time where I will listen to nothing but that music. And it can be a variety of the styles of 90s, because there was bands that were like Foo Fighter, bands that were like Stone Temple Pilots. Then there was bands like Our Lady Peace, and then like Cake, and then like Green Wheel, and then like Sponge. Those are all like different styled 90s music. And then there's 311. The bands that are like 311, Hoobastank, Incubus. Those bands were populated, and they that style of 90s alternative rock blew up in the 90s and moved into the 2000s all the way up until like you stopped hearing about them really in like 2010, 2011. You stopped really getting with them, and then it started to become rap, hip hop, indie rock, and then metal started to take on its glorious phase that it took on. And that's when shit really went downhill, and people kind of like took their hands and went, just kind of bury alternative rock in the dirt, push it down so it doesn't come back up. Now, me is right here in my brain. It will always be in my mind. Always. So, if you listen to that kind of music and you haven't in a really long time, go back to it. It will take you back down memory lane. Now, this is something that we were talking about in the last Classical Thursday video I did about Franz Joseph Haydn. Thank you. uh, Music is supposed to give you the memory senses and create an image in your brain. And that's what 90s alternative rock does for me. If it doesn't do it for you, then let me know in the comments. If you don't feel those kind of things from your music, maybe you need to start listening to another kind of band. Maybe you need to start reaching your feelers out there and touching other kinds of music. Maybe you need to find something that actually gives you the visual that music is supposed to give you. It's supposed to be art. Anyways, this is all the time I have for today, guys. I'm really sorry about the Classical Thursday. Again, I will make it up this week, as well as I will be doing Fridays this week. I will start doing Fridays this Friday. I hope you all enjoy my little spiel today about talking about music, because I didn't play music as much as I normally do on a Tune Tuesday. Here, I'll give you one last taste. There you go. That's last taste. As always, you guys know the routine. Go to my channel, check out other videos. I've been working with indentations, so I don't know if I'm going to put an indentation up here. But go to my channel, check out all my other videos. I have more playlists than you could probably count. No, I'm just kidding. click the subscribe button, click the thumbs up button. It's not up there, by the way. That was just me. Anyways. But as always, I will see you guys in the next video. I'll see y'all later.